Are you tired of spending endless hours every week on content creation? What if I told you that you could create an entire month's worth of engaging content in just one day? Sounds too good to be true? Well, stick around because today I'm going to show you how batch creating content is not just possible, but simpler than you think. Heyo, I'm Faye from Constant Creates, where we bring your brand's visions to life and turn your content chaos into streamlined success. Did you know that most small business owners spend about 10 hours a week on content creation alone? What if you could do a month's worth of content in one day? In this video, I'll take you through my personal method of batch creating content that saves me tons of time and amplifies my brand. Creating content is time consuming, it's overwhelming, and honestly, it's a bit of a creative drain sometimes, but using efficient batch creation strategies and versatile templates revolutionized my content creation, and it's what I do to help my clients thrive too. In this video, I'll take you through the steps to elevate your content game, and you'll see me design a full month of content for my brand as well. So stick around. So what's batch creation all about? Imagine doing a month's worth of content in just one sitting. It's totally achievable, and that's what we're going to be doing throughout this video. Batch creation is about the efficiency and the planning. It's where you create and organize a large amount of content at once rather than tackling it day by day. And here's why it's so powerful. One, it saves you a ton of time. By focusing on content creation in one dedicated session, you save countless hours throughout the month, and you have no more daily grinds or last-minute rushes. With batch creation, you free up your schedule for other crucial parts of your business. Two, when you create content in batches, it's easier to maintain a consistent brand voice and aesthetic throughout all your posts. Consistency is key to building a brand that people recognize and trust. And three, let's face it, continuous content creation is so overwhelming. Batch creation reduces that stress. You'll have peace of mind knowing your content is ready to go, leaving you more time to relax and focus on more growth strategies for your business. I used to genuinely struggle with creating content. Sometimes I'd go through a creative block, which would prevent me from thinking of new ideas on a daily basis, but batch creation saved me, and I know it can help you too. To get started on smooth content creation, the first thing we need is a template. They speed up the creation process a ton. That way, your content not only looks professional, but it also aligns perfectly with your brand's vibe. Custom-made templates that are created for your brand allow you to have a preset structure for your content. You just customize them with the content you'd like to share for the month, and you're all set. And if you're not really ready to invest in uniquely made templates for you, there are tons of pre-made designs out there that you can just change your brand's colors and fonts and logos to align with your authentic brand's personality. Choosing the right template is crucial. The right template should align with your brand's voice and your message and simplify your content creation. It should make your posts instantly recognizable to your audience. The goal is to find templates that are flexible enough to fit the many types of content you want to share, but consistent enough in style to maintain your brand's identity. What's your biggest challenge when it comes to finding the right templates for your brand? Drop it in the comments, and I'd love to hear your thoughts and offer some tips. There are so many places to find templates online, but if you'd like some templates that are home cooked by a brand strategist, check out our DIY Design Lab. It's a template shop where we've carefully crafted a range of templates that are not just visually stunning, but also incredibly user-friendly for you. Whether you're creating posts for Instagram, Facebook, stories, or even Reels, we've got you covered. Today, I'm using this Life Coach Social Suite bundle as an example to create a month of content for my brand, Constant Creates. It's not specific to brand design and graphic design, but it's versatile enough to fit my brand's needs. All of our templates are designed with versatility in mind. They have elements that are easily customizable, from colors to fonts to image placement. That means you can use the same template for different types of content while staying true to your brand's identity. So how do you customize these templates for different content types? We We include a short guide with all our templates to make this a little easier for you, but when working with a social media template, focus on quality content paired with your unique brand assets. Make sure that you're replacing any logos that were there by default, and you change patterns, fonts, and colors to align with your brand. Use edited photos of your own and incorporate any icons that your audience associates with your brand. Templates are just a starting point. Your creativity is what brings them to life. Get a beautiful brand design that's aligned with your goals and incorporate it into everything. The key is to maintain a balance between consistency in branding and thinking of fresh and relative content. If you need any help building a brand that feels authentic to you, be sure to check out the description below for our services. When it comes to planning content for the month, Notion's my favorite tool. Before we go into Notion first, let's talk about why a well-organized content calendar is so important. A content calendar is your blueprint for what to post, when to post it, and where to post it. It helps you plan ahead of time by organizing your ideas, aligning your content with key dates and information, and ensuring a consistent flow of engaging content for your audience. Plus, it's essential for aligning your content with your overall business goals and your audience engagement strategies. In the DIY Design Lab, you can find the content creation calendar I use for everything. I'm sharing this with you because it's what helped me streamline my content planning process and keep all my ideas organized. Let's take a break for a second to see how it works. Notice how we have separate sections for planning different kinds of content? You can plan blogs, tweets, TikToks, and anything else. And after you've planned it out, you can schedule it into your calendar to remind you to post that day. Everything is automatically synced to one another using the Notion database system, so you can easily plan your daily, weekly, or monthly content, categorize them by type, and take notes about your content creation guidelines too, to stay aligned with your marketing objectives. This level of organization not only saves you time, but it also keeps your content strategy focused and aligned with your brand's goals. When customizing your template, you really want to incorporate your brand's personality into every part of your designs. In Canva, you can adjust fonts, replace images and patterns, and change colors and more until you feel that the final post speaks to your brand's story and resonates with your audience. And when editing text and planning content, keep your copy clear, engaging, and aligned with your brand's voice. Each word should reflect the message you want to deliver. Before you even open up Canva, it's usually a good idea to gather all of your resources beforehand. Having all assets like images, graphics, and copy organized and ready to go before you even start designing prevents the need to interrupt your workflow just to gather materials. I really recommend getting your brand kit set up as well for easy access to your logos, colors, and fonts, and to help streamline your process, allowing you to focus on creating rather than scrambling for assets. I can help you through that and more through our Canva Setup Sprint service. As you work on customizing your templates, always keep your brand's visual identity in mind. Consistency is key. Your followers should be able to recognize your content at a glance. That means sticking to your brand's colors, fonts, and style across all of your content pieces. Maintaining a consistent theme across all pieces of content helps reinforce your brand identity and makes your content more recognizable. Remember, the goal of batch creation isn't just to produce content in bulk, it's to produce quality content efficiently. Take time to review each piece, make sure it meets your brand standards, and maybe take short breaks in between creating to refresh the content with fresh eyes. And after a few hours of designing, there you have it. A batch of content ready to post according to your content calendar. By following these steps, you not only save time, but also create a cohesive, engaging online presence that truly represents your brand. Now let's tackle the final step. While you can, of course, manually post your content, scheduling and automating your posts may just help you more. This is how we can make sure your content reaches your audience at just the right time. To start, let's talk about some tools that can help. Buffer and Canva Pro are some of my favorites. I personally always find myself using Buffer and recommending it to my clients, but either of these platforms allow you to schedule your posts in advance across different social media channels. It's like having a personal assistant who makes sure your content goes live when your audience is most active. When it comes to best practices, the key is to understand your audience's online habit. Each social media platform has its peak times. For example, Instagram might see a little more engagement in the evening, while LinkedIn might be most active during business hours. Use these analytics from these platforms to determine the best time to post your content. Frequency is another important factor. You don't want to overwhelm your audience with too much content, and you don't want to post so little that you get lost in the competition. Find a balance that keeps your audience engaged and your brand at the top of their minds. Also, consistency and frequency isn't going to get you far if you don't have valuable content. Make sure you're educating or entertaining your audience with every post. Content that connects with your audience is more likely to get engagements and more likely to be pushed by social media algorithms. So make sure that your content is valuable. Also, remember each social media platform has its preferred content styles. What works on Facebook might not work on Twitter. Even if you're recycling content to use on different platforms, be sure to tweak your content to fit the unique style and audience of each platform. Honestly, the beauty of scheduling your content in advance is the peace of mind it brings. Sometimes things come up or you forget to post, but by scheduling in advance, you won't be scrambling last minute to post something, and instead you can focus on engaging with your audience, analyzing performance, and refining your content strategy. And it gets even easier when you set up a design day with us to knock out all of your content for the month and schedule it for you. It's about working smarter, not harder, so your business can get maximum returns. And there you have it, a batch of content created for a whole month in just one sitting. Just as a recap, we walked through the importance of batch creation, discovering the perfect templates in our DIY design lab, organizing a seamless content calendar using Notion, bringing your brand story to life through customizing these Canva templates, and learning how to schedule and automate your posts like a pro. Remember, you're not just creating content for the algorithm, but creating content that feels authentic to your brand and speaks directly to your audience. By using these strategies, you're not just saving time, you're building a consistent, engaging online presence that truly represents what your brand stands for. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button, share it with a friend who could definitely use some help with their content creation, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on how to elevate your brand every Monday. And if you haven't already, be sure to check out our DIY design lab for a couple of free templates and our Notion content creation calendar. Oh, and I'm curious, have you tried batch content creation before? I'd love to hear about your experiences in the comments below. Stay tuned for our next video, but until then, keep creating and feel free to reach out if you need any help along the way. All right, catch you next Monday. Toodles!